Hello, well, welcome to my Rose Quartz makeup tutorial. This is Clara, and I've never really done a voiceover before, so tell me if it's terrible or not. But here I'm just putting my hair away in a wig cap. I already put my lenses in, and they're from Lens Village in a bright pink. I think they're called Jolly Crystal Pink. So starting off, I'm putting on my moisturizer. It's from Nivea, and it's just a really easy, cheap one. Next up is my foundation. Mine's pretty light because I'm pale, and I just put a little of it with small dots on my face, and then I like to rub it in with my fingers before going over it with a sponge. Next up is my concealer. It's actually a concealer stick, but I'm running out of it, so I'm using a brush to apply it, and I'm putting it on underneath my eyes to cover up my dark circles, and then I go over it with the same sponge from earlier just to blend it in a bit. And after that, I set my entire face using powder. I just use a normal kabuki brush to brush that up. And after that, I contour my face using my contour palette. I'm pretty pale, so I have to mix up my actual contour powder with my highlighter. But I just contour my cheekbones, jawline, nose, and a bit of my forehead. Then I just go in with my highlighter and do the same thing. I use a fluffy brush and I highlight my forehead, nose, cheekbones, and my cupid's bow. Now it's time to start on my eyebrows, and I just like to brush mine and then go over them with different shades of eyeshadow. I like to start with my lightest one and then go over it with a darker. And here you can see me just cleaning up the excess eyeshadow using the same brush with my concealer that I used earlier. I just use the same sponge as usual to blend it in afterwards. And then it's time for eyeshadow. I just use my lightest pale pink ever and just cover my entire lid in it at first. Take a slightly darker pink and mix them together, and then I just put those on the outer corners of my eyes. Now I take my absolutely darkest pink and I just cover my outer corners and my crease with it. I also bring it down underneath my lash line. Then I take a silvery white eyeshadow and I put it on the inner corners of my eye to highlight. Then I use my liquid eyeliner. It's in a form of a light touche pencil, and I just draw a thin line all over my lid and add a wing to it. My eyes have a kind of weird shape, so my lines never get completely straight, but just do your best. And here I drew my wing too big, so I had to finish the line and then just wipe it off with some Q-tips. Then I align my waterline using a white eyeliner, and I also managed to stab myself in the eye with it. And after that, I just curl my lashes. Then it's time for your false eyelashes. Make sure you trim them down so they match your eye shape. You're gonna bend them a bit so they will bend your eye better, and you also have to wait until the glue is tacky before you can add them on. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and add some mascara to my lashes to blend them in with the false ones. I don't put mascara on the entirety of my lower lash line because then my eyes look really small due to my weird eye shape, so I just put a little bit of it on the outer corners of my eyes. Now we're just taking the same blush I've used earlier and adjusting some of it on my cheeks. You want to be careful not to go too overboard with this, but it's still supposed to be there. Now I'm taking a light pink lipstick and just covering my entire lips with it. You want to go for kind of a rounded shape since her lips are practically an oval. I like to fill in my cupid's bow though, because otherwise my lips just looks like one big chunk of pink. And then after that I went in with a darker lipstick just to darken up the inner corners a bit. I also went in with the same blush I used earlier and just covered my lips with it to give it more of an opaque color, since I didn't really like how the lipsticks looked. And then I just went in to give my eyebrows one last touch up, since I always end up messing them up while doing the rest of my makeup. And lastly, it's time for the wig. It's really heavy and really big, but I really like it. However, it gets really hot, but I guess that's just something you gotta live with. And that's it. I hope you like this. If you want to see more, then don't forget to subscribe. And you can always find me on my Instagram if you have any questions. Bye!